Today, we're going to be teaching you how to master domains inside of your Fabric so you can control everything. My name is Chris Wagner. This is Kratos BI, and we're going to turn you into a master around data governance. And on today's topic, I'm excited about it. You should be too. Looking forward to it. All right. Before we jump into it, make sure that if you find this content useful, you want to see more of it, make sure you like, subscribe, leave a comment down below. All that stuff really helps me out. I really appreciate it if you take the time to do that. Helps feed the logarithm, all that good stuff, right? You know, the whole YouTube thing. If you want early access to this content, you can become a member, and for as little as $5 a month. Now, there's no stopping you. I think I've got an upper tier in there. You could do more, but for as little as $5 a month, you can say to me, "Hey, Chris, here's a cup of coffee. Thank you for all you're doing. I really appreciate you. This channel is great." And then you get these videos early. So, all right, let's talk it over. No, big Chris. All right, let's talk Fabric domains. Okay, so when we're talking about Fabric domains, what we want to do is this is how we're going to separate out the work inside the organization, and we're going to separate things like finance, sales, HR, operations, supply chain, or IT, right? The whole point of this is to allow these different organizations to have these domain-based ownership of this, right? That's why like your data governance is going to follow this so that they're going to have the same governance of objects across all these different domain spaces so that you can start to centralize what governance is like while distributing capabilities. Governance is an enabler. This allows each of these organizations to run faster, do more, and be more productive. So we should be looking at how we can do this. And as you roll out that domain, you're going to want to make sure you assign that ownership not to someone in IT, but to someone in that business unit. Okay. This is going to make it really easy for you to organize all your work, collect everything together, and bring all of the workspaces that are relevant to a given domain into the same space. What that does is it creates environments where it's really easy for a brand new finance engineer to come in and start to understand the scope of everything that they have inside your workspace before they go in and look and see thousands of workspaces. It gets really confusing. If they can hone in on just the finance workspaces, suddenly that's much easier to work with and use. So this is something that's all about efficiency. It's all about governance. It's all about making life much easier for everyone involved. Okay. Enough of the talk though. Let's go into a demo of how do we do this stuff. Okay. Now, Fabric domains is something that has to be done by the administrators of the Fabric platform. So this is not something that just like anyone can go ahead and do. I'm going to shrink myself so you can kind of see this stuff. Okay. Now, if I go over to the portal up here and I scroll down to the admin portal, it's right down here, way at the bottom, right there. Boom. I click on it. I go into the admin portal. Some of you won't see any of these settings, and that's kind of okay. Because you're not admins, right? But this is what it looks like, okay? I go down to domains here. I can see all of the different domains that exist inside of my organization, as well as who is the owner of those domains, right? So I've got marketing, they've got an admin out here. I've got some legacy domains, and I'm in that, and there's finance, right? Like all of those are out here. Creating a new domain is really easy. I just click on create a name. I'm going to say, for this example, we're going to say sales. It's going to be the name of the domain. And for my domain admins, we're going to make this one the data bard. So let's get it. Data bard is now going to be the domain owner of the sales space. I'm going to hit create it. Domain is created already, and boom, I scroll down and I can see it right down at the bottom, sales and data part. It's already created. How awesome is that? I'm going to want to go in and I'm going to want to go through and I'm going to want to make sure that I assign my workspaces to this. Okay. It's very simple. I can filter by assign by workspace admin. Oh, that's interesting. So we'll do data bard. So all of his content, it's going to apply. It's going to become part of this. So we're going to like save that in. So that's starting to apply. So that's running up here. I'm also going to, let's see if we get any that come in with that. Oh, look at this. Here's all the capacities that Dadbart is an admin of. They've been added in automatically into here. So how exciting is that? I'm also going to go in, and actually I don't want any of these. So I'm going to unassign all of them because that was just an example. Look how easy it is to assign and unassign domains to a workspace, right? So I'm going to do it by workspace name. Actually, I'll do it by capacity. I'll say everything in Eagle. Eagle is set up and gets applied to it. So we'll say applied, and now everything in my capacity. So that means I could have like everything in sales. Eagle becomes part of everything in sales. So this is going to now roll out. This is running. I hit refresh. Voila. All of my, every workspace that was in my Eagle capacity are now in here. I don't want that though. That's wrong. So I'm going to unassign them all. Look out, they're all gone. I'm going to assign them, and I really want to do it by name. So this time by name, I'm going to type in sales, and I can see, yes, I want all of the sales that are out there. I'll hit apply, and boom, now all of my sales are available inside of here. Now, I do have the opportunity here to create a new subdomain, and so we're going to call it reseller. So these would be sales, but they'd be, the reseller sales under my sales domain. So I'm going to call it my reseller domain. So I'm going to create that basic folder there. I'm going to go into my reseller, and I'm going to assign workspace capacity names by that. I'm going to say reseller, and so I've got reseller data and reseller semantic models. And the reason you might do this is maybe these are your external facing content. You want to organize that. You want to have more control over the stuff that's going outward facing. I'm going to say apply, and now I can go in. I've got a real nice hierarchy of domains inside my organization. Just like that, it's done and it's implemented. What do you think? Pretty cool, huh? Very easy, very straightforward, easy to break this stuff up, easy to organize it, easy to assign, unassign, reassign workspaces inside your organization. If you like this content, hit that like button. Make sure you subscribe. Leave a comment down below if you've got any questions. And other than that, you have the best day ever. Peace, boys.
Baker
All
Tilly
right,
Digital
this
combines
is a lot to
industry
take in.
insight and
Over here,
advanced
Baker
technical
Tilly. I'm a
expertise
consultant.
to
I work
uncover
there.
and solve
We do
your
consulting.
digital
If you need help,
transformation
reach out.
challenges.
Head
If
over
you're
to
interested in learning more, check out our
bakertilly.com/digital.
website at
One of us will
bakertilly.com
reach out to you,
/digital.
or like there's a little form, you fill it out. One of us will reach out to you. We'll make sure that you get the help. All that good